me in.
Yeah.
Do you want to see my new van?
You got a new van?
Yes. I moved my stuff in the van because I got tired of moving it every day. So it's way better to just have it in one spot until I get housed. And December 10th is the court hearing where I'm going to get, I forgot how they said it, but basically they're gonna like give me a voucher. It's called like a placement or something. So that's pretty cool. Oh, you missed it! That was your last chance! And one of the yoga instructors goes, "Are you Daisy?" He goes, "You're a legend." And he goes, "Yeah, I used to work at Shafa." He's like, "Everyone talks about you and your booballution." Because I got banned from most every hot yoga studio on the west side. Like 6 to 8 of them. Oh, welcome to my new pad. It's a fixer-upper, but it's just temporary. I moved into one of the infamous Vanlord's vans. And it happened 3 days ago when I was sitting at the boardwalk at my capacity, and the community went and talked to the Vanlord and they got me in that day. So not having to move my stuff every day made me realize how important global liberation is, because we gotta, help the vulnerable population who has to move their stuff every day. So it's an emergency, and I still have, a little bit to go. Having all good leave was pretty traumatizing. Like moving away and having people who are in your close inner circle move, especially someone like Allgood, who was a source of like a place where I was meeting a lot of my needs for like laundry and shower and cooking, and he's like family to me. So just having my world get rocked like that was, I guess, just what I needed, because I had court on November 19th on Tuesday, and I was kind of in this state of hypermobilization, like I need housing, and the judge set a court hearing for December 10th, and it's called a placement hearing or something like that. I forgot the name of it, but it's basically a hearing where in mental health court, if you have no mental health diagnosis or anything, then you don't go to like partial hospitalization or full hospitalization or outpatient. You would go to your own housing. So I'm going to be getting a voucher, and I guess, I don't know what happens like when they issue it, but I guess starting December 10th or shortly after, I'll be able to start looking for my own spot. And my attorney said that I don't have to go into any of the outpatient partial hospitalization or full hospitalization programs, but part of my mental health court requirements is like seeing mental health professionals. So they're gonna come to where I live, and the first portion of that is like get Daisy in a house. So that's really cool that that's happening. So I'm gonna be in this van for like less than 3 weeks. I'm using it like a storage unit because It's illegal to sleep in vans in California, and I just decided, like, I don't want to have any stress. I don't want to get woken up. If the van's already been broken into, like, when I wasn't here, but, like, if you look, it's, like, remnants of, like, this is Venice, right? So, rather than being in the van when someone breaks in or breaking the rules of sleeping in the van, I would just rather, like, fly low under the radar and really take care of myself right now. So I've been doing hot yoga almost every day, eating almost a little bit too much nutritious food. So, but meeting my needs and really taking care of myself. And then what's been happening as a result of that is my meaning and purpose is starting to come back. And yesterday, the two goddesses that you saw me with, Fabian, we did a moving meditation. One of them has seizures. She's blind in one eye, has a speech impediment, and has, like, all these things happening for her. It's really hard for her to do any kind of meditation. And I got both of them to do, like, moving meditation. It was amazing. And now I'm able to focus on things like that, like trauma healing, and also helping other people meet their needs. So since now I'm in a van and I don't have to worry about moving all my stuff, like, I was able to distribute clothes yesterday. I distributed blankets, like, just, like, supplies that I'm getting. Like, this morning you saw me handing out those pizza scones and stuff. So I'm able to start helping the community again. But before, like, one of the insights I received is when you have to move your stuff every day, people look at homeless people and think to themselves, why don't they work? Like, why do they just do nothing? It's a lot to move everything you own every day. Like, they're doing a lot and you have no energy left. Like, if it's moving day, you have no energy to do anything else. So just from experiencing that for a month, I can finally feel the reprieve of myself moving out of hypermobilization, where I could feel my amygdala was hijacked all the time. And I'm really happy I have that insight, but I don't need to go through it again, Fabian. Like, you want to know what the girls told me who watched my temple at the beach? So I arrived at the beach this morning, and they're like, yeah, we've been up since 3 in the morning because we were anticipating the city coming to move us. So we just went ahead and moved before they came, and we've just been, like, wide awake because it's like The Walking Dead at night on Monday and Wednesday because everyone gets woken up. So everyone's walking around, and then they lock the bathroom so no one can go anywhere, and everyone has to find somewhere to sleep, and everyone's grumpy. And so going to the beach and seeing everyone's faces, like, sunken in and not rested, and having just experienced that every single day for the past month.
And it was a little rainy.
I thankfully moved in before any of the rain. You know, I've been indoors, so, you know, I mean, I'm grateful for my rinkety old stinky van, which I'm not sleeping in, but it's somewhere I can keep my stuff, and not having to move my stuff is huge right now. And then I'm going to be housed soon, December 10th, and I'm going to make my space like a sanctuary, a temple where, like, you know, I'll make sure it's okay with the landlord, because I know so many people in Venice. The voucher is $2,400. There's spaces that I would like that are just like $2,000. So all they need to do is go through a short process. There's landlords that'll just let me move in. So I'm gonna do something like that. Find someone who wants to. In fact, you know the building All Good was in? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to do that one. It's only $1,800 for those.
That'd be great. So
it'll be in their best interest because they get $2,400 for the voucher. So and then I'm right on the beach. So just having my own housing is going to be really huge, and now with this new insight, I feel like I could have more depth and I will be more wise when I'm advocating for the needs of the vulnerable. Here comes Daisy! Bah, bah, bah. I got new wheels! Here she comes! Now this is the life. The best van in the world. Oh, my makeup looks amazing in here. Love it so much. It's my favorite little sanctuary. It's just a little nook to crawl into. It's really all we need. I went to City Hall last week, and there's $252 million. That's $11,000 per homeless person in LA. So we're gonna talk to Karen Bass. If she just invests like $400 per homeless person, we can offer every single homeless person a 7-foot by 3.5-foot grocery cart. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's too big, or that's too... Well, it'll at least like move people's stuff and have filth off the ground, and it'll be a solution where people can have what I have. They can have a place to store their stuff and a little nook or cranny to crawl into. And that's all we need. Oh, time to check the TikTok.
I got married to an older man.
Oh, let's see what Deanna's doing. I'm only following one person on TikTok. See? 20,000, but I'm just following one.
You can follow someone Monica Closeup.
Are you on TikTok?
I am, but I really don't use it too much.
This is the person I follow. It's probably not gonna work.
I love an older man because they are...
You are the most lovable, sweet, amazing angel, and you have great intentions. You are so influential and empathetic and powerful. I love doing mirror work. Superhero, superhero, superhero. Go, 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 superhero, superhero. So this came from the homies. Look, it's minerals with antioxidant and all these different vitamins. And I got this from the street. One of the homies stole it from this fancy place in Beverly Hills. And that's where they make it. It's called Sorme Cosmetics from Beverly Hills, California. It's probably a very expensive foundation. So we're going to put a little on. You gotta spit on your fingers first. And then mix it up. Because your spit has living organisms in it. So you can just juicify by mixing those organisms with the other organisms on your skin. And let the love engulfing continue. Never touch your face without thinking how lovable you are. I love you so much. Every single little tiny cell. I love you. Oh, look. How convenient. Van life. May as well enjoy it while I can. I think I just got more lovable. Oh, you're so gorgeous inside and out. You're so sweet. Look at you. You're doing amazing.